And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. What's up, my YouTube friends, viewers, subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. And the topic for today is stop being lazy, which means stop putting stuff off for tomorrow. Because if you keep doing that, you'll never achieve it, Oftentimes, people want to do something or they want to get stuff done and they keep putting it off for tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. No, that's not how it works. Because if you keep putting something off, all you're trying to do is making today easier. But guess what? If you make today easier, then tomorrow will be harder. If you try to make today harder, like if today is harder, sorry, then tomorrow will be easier because if you get stuff done today, then tomorrow you don't have to worry about it. And oftentimes people always put off what they need to do for tomorrow. And then when it's tomorrow, officially it'll be today, then they'll put it off for tomorrow again. That's why people end up getting nowhere. That's why people end up say they want a job and they don't get no job. They don't do nothing with themselves because they keep telling themselves, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. That's one of the biggest mistake you can make is putting something off for the next day. You want to know why? Because every day we grow. Every single day our age go up. Every year our age go up, sorry. But mentally, you're getting nowhere. Because every day, like, you get up and you're like, you know what? I want to go get this done. But I will leave it for tomorrow. You'll never get it done. Because tomorrow it'll be the same concept all over again. It's like a loop, deja vu. You'll never achieve nothing. So you need to get stuff done today. That's one step forward. Why did I put two finger up? That's one step forward. And I think a lot of people struggle with that because they rather make today easier. And what they can't understand is the next day and the next day and the next day, everything will be harder. It's like paying a bill. If a bill is due on a certain day and you don't pay it on a certain day, then tomorrow, and you're like, okay, the bill is due today and I won't pay today, I'll pay tomorrow. Then after the due date, there's interest. So it's going to be more. Following? So if you're like, okay, this is due the 1st, but I won't pay till the 5th or 6th. That's a lot of interest within those days. So you end up paying way more, which in fact, if you had paid from the due date, you wouldn't have to pay the interest. That's the same thing with life goals. Putting stuff off for the next day will only make it harder. I don't know how a lot of people don't understand this as yet, but that's all it does. So people wake up every single day and they're like, okay, I want to go, like, let's say basic stuff, laundry. They get up, oh, I need to do my laundry, but I'm so drained today, I can't do nothing. Okay. You don't do your laundry today. Tomorrow, you're going to have more dirty clothes. Understand? Like, it's the same concept. Like, I can give you guys example like this for days. It's the same concept. Stop being lazy. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you need to start it now. Because if you start it now, that's one step forward. Instead of putting it up, because guess what? I've seen people want to do stuff and they will say to me, okay, I'll do that tomorrow, next month, next year. It could be anything, not even say pertaining to life choices. It could be any simple thing. And then when I sit down and I look at it, how many years go by and it's still not being achieved? Because guess what? They keep convincing themselves they'll do it tomorrow. And every day, it's the same thing. Like I said, it's like a loop. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. There's a riddle that says what's always coming but never arrive. And that's tomorrow, because when it's officially tomorrow, like, it's only called tomorrow because it's the future. So by the time it's the next day, it's no longer tomorrow, it's today. You know what I mean? So if you keep putting stuff off, you'll get nowhere. So if you get up and you're like, okay, I want to go get a regular job, that's one step forward. But if you're like, okay, I want to go get a job, but I'll make my resume tomorrow, then tomorrow is going to be the same thing. Bro, I can give you guys examples on this for days, weeks, months, years. So my advice to you is whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you really want to do, stop putting it off for tomorrow. So you need to start it today. It could be any little thing, from small all the way up to large. It could be anything, because if you keep putting it off, you'll get absolutely nowhere. If you don't believe me, look within yourself and see whatever it is that you keep putting off. How long it's been. How long has it been? I had to say that twice. No, the video was not froze. I was just waiting. But trust me, it could be anything. If you keep putting stuff off, you'll get nowhere. It's like when you're going to school and your teacher give you homework, and the teacher said it's due on this date, because everything comes with a due date. Every single thing, whether it's a bill, whether it's a job, whether it's homework, whether it's like everything comes with a due date. So the only way you can truly achieve something is you have to mentally prepare yourself, and you have to be disciplined, and you have to be motivated, and you need to give yourself a due date. That's a deadline. Because if you don't give yourself a deadline to get stuff done, then you won't achieve it. You know, a lot of people always see themselves doing way more and living better than what they really want to be, but they can't bring it to reality because they keep putting stuff off. It could be that they're listening to somebody else, or they're not motivated enough to get it done, but it's always the same problem: putting it off. You'll get nowhere. You don't believe me? Think about your friend. If you're the type of person that you get stuff done, think about your friend that keep telling you that they want to do something or they want to be something. Think about that friend. And then think about how long has it been since that friend told you that they want to do something. Long time. You know, one thing we don't control is time. Because when we get up every single day, if you waste your whole day being lazy, doing absolutely nothing with yourself, time is still flowing, because bro, time flow according, which means it goes one way. So if you get up every single day and you got a regular job, you know, every day you get up, you go to work, you come back home, you do it all over again the next day. For you being busy, time flows fast. Like, everyone have the same time, but time doesn't flow fast for everyone, because those that are doing nothing with themselves, if you ever notice, like, if you're bored, time look like it's not moving, it's going slow. If you keep watching the time, it look like it's not moving. But if you're occupied, you're getting stuff done, you're achieving stuff, you're moving forward, time flows fast for you. I think that's another video I want to talk about. I think time will be a big thing for me to talk about, but that's for another video. But as I was saying, if you're always busy working on yourself and you're getting stuff done and you're achieving stuff, then for you, you wake up, you get stuff done, boom, the day's done, all over again the next day, blah 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 blah. Those that are sitting down in the same spot telling themselves, oh, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll do this tomorrow, for them it feel like it's dragging, because they're getting nothing done. People that choose to be lazy always end up getting nowhere. Always. Like, everybody have that one friend or acquaintance or somebody they know that always put stuff off for the next, like, they rather sit down and lay down and watch TV and do all those type of stuff. I'm not saying like having fun or enjoying your own company is bad, but you need to get stuff done first before you do that. You need to discipline yourself in a way that you can say, you know what, I like doing all these different type of stuff, but I want to get my work done first and then reward myself with, a little enjoyment. That's better, because we all need balance in our life. So if you're the type of person that you keep putting stuff off, that's probably why you're getting absolutely nowhere. Because every day you get up, you say tomorrow. No, stop that. Stop being lazy. You need to stop, because that's like bro, I can give you example for days, but no. Because honestly, the more stuff you put off, the more time goes by, and the older we get, every year we get older and older and older and older and older. But that doesn't mean the older we get, we're actually achieving stuff. That's not what it means. If you keep on achieving stuff and you work, you're working on a regular job and you're working on yourself like you're working a regular job, sorry, and you're trying to invest that money and you don't go to school or do something, if you're extremely busy, then bro, you will lose track of time. That's how it is, and that's life. Someone that's extremely busy doing stuff never normally keep their eyes on the clock. Only a person that's lazy and don't want to do nothing. No. And oftentimes people that are lazy, they spend most of their time watching somebody else and criticizing somebody else. Because people that are doing nothing with themselves, they have all the time in the world. If you ever notice, people that say always talk the most crap online, or it could be anything, or criticizing somebody or making fun of somebody, it's always somebody that's doing nothing. Because honestly, if you really think about it, someone that's like working on themselves and trying to be better every single day, they won't have time to look back and criticize somebody that's say just starting or somebody that's not sitting down, because everyone is focused on what they're trying to achieve. But those that are not trying to achieve nothing have all the time in the world. Bro, stop being lazy. This video is made for all those people that wanna say start something, but they're not motivated enough to start it. It could be that you're in the wrong area, or you're not interested, or you're trying to do something because you see somebody else doing it. But that's not how life works. In order for you to get up and keep advancing forward, is you have to be doing something that you love, interested, and you enjoy. That's how it is. So if you ever feel like you're getting up every single day and you're like, oh, I want to go get a job, but I'm not motivated enough to go sign an application or whatever the case may be, then that's probably not the job for you. That's a person that's thinking about the money, but not the duties that comes with the job. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna go get a job, I would strongly recommend that you get a job of something that you enjoy doing, because it's not all about money. If you try to base your whole life about wage, like, oh, this job is paying this and that job is paying that, you can get one of the highest paying job and you're miserable every single day because that's not something you're interested in. That's not how it works. So my advice to you is you need to stop being lazy. Whatever it is that you're trying to do or trying to achieve, you need to start that now, because everyone have a potential to do something, but it all depends on if you get up and you decide that you want to make that step forward. And that's a mistake a lot of people make, is they get up every single day and they keep putting it off. They don't take the time out to know themselves and grow and advance forward, so they sit down in the same spot every single day telling themselves, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. If somebody asks them, like friend or parents or family, oh, I thought you said you were about to go do this, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week. No. That's comfort people give themselves in order to feel better. So they convince themselves, oh, I don't have to do it today, but next week. And they keep pushing it. Next week, next month, next year. That's how it goes. Then as time progresses, remember, time is still flowing. But as time progresses, they're still in the same spot, getting nowhere. And honestly, I refuse to believe that that's how life is, because I think the older we get, the more we should be advancing forward, the more mature we should get, the wiser, smarter we need to be. Because if you're getting older and you're in the same spot, did you really grow? Absolutely not. And if you keep listening to people that's telling you, oh, you don't have to do this today, you can do it tomorrow, bro, that's somebody trying to keep you down with them. A lot of people spend most of their time, like people that are not getting nowhere, they always spend their time trying to keep everybody down with them. Because I think people like that, they feel better when everyone is on the same level as them. So you got those people that will say, oh, they will even try to convince you, oh, you don't have to do this today, you can do it tomorrow, let's sit down here and do nothing with ourselves. But no, that's not how life works. You need to stop being lazy. If you ever feel like there's more that you can do, then there's a reason why you feel like that. There's a reason why you think like that. The mentality that you have, there's a reason why you have that mentality, because there's something that you need to do. There's something about you that you need to do, but you have to work in order to bring it to reality. Because a lot of people always sit down and imagine things and brainstorm and all these different type of stuff. Why you think you have that, say, imagination? Why? That's a creator speaking with you, telling you what it could be. But when you keep putting it off, you'll get absolutely nowhere. This is why people will spend 5 years, 7 years, 10 years doing the same thing, and they're absolutely nowhere. And as time progresses, we're getting older and older and older and older and older every single day. But guess what? We're still getting nowhere because we keep putting stuff off. And I like, honestly, I think like, say, 20s, and if someone is in their 20s, I think that's the time where everyone needs to figure out who they are, their purpose, need to have a dream, a goal. Like, I think that's the age where everybody figure out what they need to do by the time they're 30. And when you're in your 30s, I think at that moment you should be doing exactly what you want to be doing, because you already spend your whole 20s figuring it out. From, say, I would say 18, 19. You already, I would say maybe even 16 or 15, you're able to, say, think for yourself and make decision for yourself. You know exactly what you want. You know what I mean? You know exactly when you want to be. So it's okay for our mind changes. Like, our mind will eventually change. But by the time you're, say, 20 to 30, that's 10 years. So how can somebody be in their 30s and have no idea of what they're wanting to be? Like, I don't know. I think those people that end up being like in their 30s, they're the ones that, say, party their whole 20s, they keep putting stuff off for the next day, and then when they're in their 30s, it's already too late, and then they finally decide that whatever it is that they wanted to do for 10 years ago, then they start doing it, and they are already behind because they keep putting it off for the next day. And then the next day turned out to be 10 years. And then they're in their 30s and they're starting from the bottom. Bro, you see how life can be? That's how life is. So stop being lazy. If you start now, you can relax later on. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you find every way possible to make today easier and you keep putting everything off, all you're doing is making tomorrow harder. But if you try to make today, like if today seems harder, that you're trying to do so much today, then tomorrow will be easier. And I think that's how life should be, is every single day you get up, you find every way possible to make tomorrow easier, because the only way you can make tomorrow easier is by accomplishing a lot of stuff today. Because if you get up and you do absolutely nothing today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year will be harder. Stop being lazy and stop listening to people telling you that you need to sit down and do nothing with yourself. There's a reason why you have self-control. There's a reason why you have, like, say, the brain power to think for yourself. There's a reason why. If the creator wanted everybody to listen to everybody else or get nowhere, then we'll all have a one-track mind. But a lot of people never sat down for once and consider why we don't have a one-track mind. Like, everybody's able to think for themselves and do whatever they want to do. So if you have a mindset, like, you can think for yourself, but you need somebody else to steer you, you'll be led astray. Because if you listen to the wrong voice, they will eventually, like, you trust me, you got those people that lazy people that want to sit down and do nothing, and they 100% feel better when they have a lot of people sitting down with them and doing nothing. Just so in themselves they can say, oh, I'm doing nothing, I'm accomplishing nothing, I'm not moving forward in life, but I got all these people around me doing the same thing, so it's not as bad. I was never that type of person to sit down with everybody else that are doing nothing. I was always that type to get up and go figure it out. So my advice to you, stop being lazy. If you keep putting stuff off, you'll get nowhere. And remember, time is still flowing. So the longer you keep putting stuff off, the more time go by. And the longer you sit down in the same spot getting nowhere. If you don't believe me, look around. If you're a go-getter, meaning you're the type of person to get up every day and get stuff done, then look at, like, everybody knows somebody that's lazy and doing nothing and they're still in the same spot and they keep complaining about everything and they're getting absolutely nowhere. Everybody got that one friend, or they know that one person that a lot of time go by and they're still in the same spot. So look at that person and think about how long it's been since that person always puts stuff off. But guess what? Time is still flowing, like I said 10,000 times already. And that person is still nowhere. So you need to start whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's that job you want to go get, or whatever you're trying to save some money and invest something, or you want to achieve something, or you want to start a business, or you want to start something. You need to do that today. Because if you do that today, tomorrow, trust me, I 100% guarantee you, tomorrow will be better. Because as time progresses and you keep achieving stuff, when you look back, you will see the growth and you'll feel different. Trust me. Trust me. If you're a person where you want to be, I would say a social media influencer, because I like using that because that's what I do. So if you want to be a social media influencer and you never post nothing, how you expect to get out there? But if you keep posting, by the time you look back and it's been 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10, when you look back, you can see you're building a platform. But if you never started, how you expect to finish? How you expect to get halfway or even quarter way if you never started? People that never started always never end up getting nowhere. Stop being lazy. Start it today. Trust me. Start today. And that's my advice to you. So I hope this message was useful for some of you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I will be back doing more stuff. You go enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.